Red light, go.
Hey guys, Seth back again. We're here at the Warrior event in North Carolina, and we have a hometown resident and an actual special guest, Mr. Cohen. Ty?
How you doing, guys?
And Ty is one of these guys who kind of like quietly sneaks up behind you and just like totally blows you away with his content and the stuff that he does. But he's also a local, so having been able to make it to the event here was sort of just a, hey, I'm just going to come hang out. But he's one of the guys that understands the true power of actually attending events and why you need to do it for your business. Okay, so what I want to do is ask Ty, what was it, because we've met, okay, now at several events.
At 4 events?
4 events this year. Yeah, 4 of the 5 I've been to, so I mean, this is a man who gets it, okay? Now, what was it like for you before you went to the first event that really, you know, impacted you in a real hard, serious way through the event, and then after you went home and realized how amazing that event was for you and your thinking? What was that, and how did that kind of affect you?
Well, I think the number one thing is just realizing that everyone is just like you, right? Because most people that are trying to market online, you get intimidated.
Put people on a pedestal.
That's right. So that's a good point. Here's what happens, right? So psychologically, we do 2 things. Number one, we'll put people up on a higher pedestal, and then we'll bring ourselves down. Now, we all start at this even plane, but we start to do this, and we create this huge gap. Now, once you start to attend events like this, you realize that everyone's cool. I mean, and not only
and approachable,
they're approachable, right? Yeah. Dude, stop taking words out of my mouth. But that's
I know him too well.
You know, right? See, we know each other too well, and then you get to meet good people like Seth. And you realize, like, hey, not only can I have fun, not only can I learn, but I can do well with this as well.
And build amazing relationships and friendships that last for years to come.
Absolutely.
You know? Because, again, I think one of the things as internet marketers that we run into problems with is, like, we end up having this circle of friends
that are nowhere near us.
But they're good friends at the time, but then we get into this business, and when you finally do it, take action, and then see success, you start seeing that they're left behind, and they just don't get it anymore.
That's it.
And then, you know, and I've had, guys, I'm going to be honest with you, I've had to fire friends recently that I really hated doing, but if I didn't do it, it was going to hold me back because they just don't get that I'm moving forward and they're staying in the same place.
And you constantly need that elevation. You know, you need to be able to surround yourself with people that are big thinkers, that see your vision, that are like-minded.
And bigger than you. Like Ty, I look at Ty and I say,
than you.
Yeah,
so
I want to do stuff with people, not only with, but I want to learn from that experience that Ty's had and the things he's done. Because you've been in, how many years have you been doing this right now?
Coming up on my 11th year now.
11 freaking years. I'm in this, I've studied this stuff for probably 6, but I've been marketing for a year. About a year and 2 months.
So and it's always a win-win though, right?
It really is.
Because someone like Seth is an ultra, you know, I call you the ultra networker.
I'm a connector.
Right, he's a connector.
Right.
You know, so it's a win-win. I get to watch him, and I see how he approaches people and some of the takeaways that are involved, and you know.
And I get to see Ty and the stuff that he's done, amazing things that he's able to do on the marketing side of things. And that's what it really is about, guys. It comes down to you've got strengths that you might not even realize you have, but by going to an event and talking to somebody like Ty face to face, they will actually tell you, it's like, dude, you're amazing at XYZ. Man, that's fantastic. You know what? I learned so much from you in that short conversation just on your perspective on this, and this, and you're like, wow, I guess I am pretty good at that, right?
Yeah.
But you might not recognize that otherwise because you're sitting in that little compartment at home in front of that computer screen that you wouldn't have had that face-to-face connection with had you not come to the event.
Right.
Am I right?
Absolutely.
So, guys, that's pretty much, okay, so one more thing, I guess, in my mind would be, from the 4 events we've been to this year, what was your, outside of the networking and maybe attending some of the actual speakers and learning some stuff that you might not have known, what other thing would you say would be your biggest takeaway having left those events that you could say to these guys was like a side benefit of having gone to those?
Well, here's the thing. So what I recently started doing is, and you guys might want to do this as well, is go with an intention. And that intention may be I'm going to go in and I'm going to connect with 2 or 3 key people, right? Where it's going to be a win-win benefit.
Correct.
So I'll be able to contribute to XYZ individual, and you'll be able to get some contribution in return. All right. Make sure that it's not just you that's benefiting, that you're able to benefit someone else as well. So that's the first thing, right? And then the other thing is see the end result. Like set a goal. Every time I go to an event, I set a goal. So I say at this event, I'm going to be able to generate X amount of dollars from the connections that I make within a set time frame. Okay.
See, guys, goal setting with a firm plan.
Absolutely. There you go.
Sam England just popped in. We are here at the Marketing of the Warrior event, so he had to come and put his 2 cents in. It's like, you know, that kind of stuff. So, yeah, guys, that is probably one of the biggest things, is to just have a goal in mind when you go, and a plan to execute when you get there, so that when you leave, you can determine whether you actually achieved what it is that you went for.
You're able to measure your results.
Right. But don't go in so hardcore into a goal that you're so structured and strict about it that you forget that it's about building the relationship when you get there. Okay, because that can be a stumbling block. But I do agree, and people don't understand this, that these 5 events I've gone to this year, because they look at me and the pictures I post on Facebook, you know, I'm at the hookah bar blowing out smoke and carrying on like a fool and all that, but I have a strict guideline and an actual agenda. And I don't mean agenda in a negative. People look at agendas like, oh, he had an agenda. No, I have an actual formula and a reason for all of this stuff that folds into relationship building, connections, all of that stuff. But it actually all leads to a bigger and larger vision. You know what I mean? And I know Ty is a vision person because that's where he comes from. But that's what we're trying to get you guys to understand is if you're not coming to the events, get your first event organized and set in your calendar, get the tickets, get the plane fare, get the hotels, and plan out what it is strategically you'd like to accomplish from that event. That, I think, is the biggest thing. So, Ty, thank you, my man. I appreciate you coming on.
I'll see you at the next event.
Well, dude, it won't. Well, you're going to be taking a break for a while.
That's it.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, but he said that, and then I'll see him next month. So
I said that 3 events ago.
I know, right? Yeah, so guys, let's see, we're building the relationships. This is what it's all about, is the face-to-face friend time. And then out of, like, drinking a beer together, having a cocktail, maybe grabbing a sandwich, whatever, smoke outside, it all comes down to building a relationship first. Then it's like, how can I help you? And they're going to inevitably ask you, what can I do for you? You've been so cool. You've asked me some great questions. Is there something I can help you with? That's going to come from building that relationship. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. We're going to see you guys on the next video. Have a great day, and thanks for being here, Ty.